A tiny, four-legged drama machine, barking at nothing and thinking she's the boss. Let's be real, sometimes she's just plain weird, but you love her anyway. We'd say there are two types of people in the world, those who own a Chihuahua and those who will never understand them. But if you're in the first group, you already know these little dogs are unlike any other. If any of these things sound familiar, this video is for you because today we're talking about all the quirks, the chaos, and the undeniable charm of these pocket-sized troublemakers. First and foremost, every Chihuahua parent knows that blankets are not luxuries but necessities. Sometimes we think we've lost them and start panicking, not knowing where they are, only for Chihurrito to suddenly appear out of nowhere. They emerge wrapped in blankets like a whale rising from the sea. This isn't just a cute little habit, it's a full-blown survival instinct. Chihuahuas are descendants of the Chichichi, who slept in small caves and burrows for warmth. So, the next time you wonder why your dog acts like a mole, remember, it's literally in their DNA. 1 second they're here, the next they've burrowed deep into the abyss of your couch. Hours later, you finally find them. But now, another battle begins. The stomach starts to growl, the saliva starts to flow. Prepare, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's episode of Chihuahua Fine Dining. We present an exquisite dish, handcrafted, slow-cooked gourmet turkey, paired elegantly with a medley of sweet potatoes, organic kale, and just a drizzle of omega-3 rich salmon oil. Because sometimes feeding a Chihuahua is like cooking for Gordon Ramsay. One day they love chicken, the next, absolute disgust. You could serve them filet mignon, and they'd still act like it's peasant food. And yet, they'll eat random crumbs off the floor like it's the tastiest thing they've ever had. It's good to know that Chihuahuas have high metabolic rates, meaning they need calorie-dense food, but in small portions. If they feel even slightly full, they'll refuse to eat more, unlike larger breeds who just keep eating. Since they're no longer in the wilderness of Mexico, and due to their small size, Chihuahuas are more likely to be selective to avoid spoiled or unsafe food. Dogs have up to 300 million scent receptors, compared to a human's 5 million, meaning they smell their food before they taste it. If the scent is off even slightly, they'll reject it. Many Chi owners accidentally reinforce picky behavior by offering human food when their dog refuses kibble, unintentionally teaching them that refusing food equals better options later, so please stop offering human food as a backup. Once they realize there's no buffet alternative, they'll eat their dog food. While they may be picky about their meals, they have absolutely no filter when it comes to their opinions. And trust me, they have a lot of opinions. One thing is for sure, they won't say no to barking. If only they were as enthusiastic about their food or training as they are about yelling at absolutely everything. They might ignore their dinner, but they will never ignore a potential intruder, even if that intruder is just the Amazon delivery guy. Generally speaking, they have a strong territorial instinct despite their small size. They are naturally alert and wary of strangers, which makes them prone to barking at unfamiliar people, sounds, or movements. One thing is certain, they don't bark for no reason. At least you have a good watchdog, right? It's interesting to note that when discussing watchdogs and guards, once Chiz finds their ideal person, that person can say goodbye to privacy forever. Have you ever noticed that no matter where you move, those tiny paws follow right behind you like a furry little shadow? It's adorable. But have you ever stopped to wonder why your Chihuahua does this? Here's where it gets even more surprising. Some research shows that over half of small dogs experience anxiety when left alone, so they stay close to their owners as a way to feel secure. Additionally, if you ever give your Chihuahua attention or treats when they follow you, they may interpret it as a positive reinforcement. Every little reward strengthens the idea that staying near you is the best thing ever. You give them attention, they give it back, and both of you end up happy. As you know, they live for attention. Chihuahuas are basically like toddlers with fur, tiny and energetic, always wanting to run the show, always needing to be the center of attention, jumping on your head, zooming, barking, growling, biting fingers, attacking. and similar antics. Sometimes they're ridiculously cute, but they also have the worst timing for these behaviors. It's important to respond properly in these situations. We talked about that in more depth in our video Chihuahua breed guide. Anyway, no matter how much attention you give them or don't, they always have to push the limits. Their stubbornness can be very annoying. She doesn't want to move, refuses to walk, refuses to go outside or be brushed. Sometimes it drives us mad. It's obvious they're not just ignoring commands. Oh no. They make a whole performance out of it. If you say sit, they stare at you like you've offended their ancestors. If you say come here, they pretend they don't know English. Telling a Chihuahua to come here is just a suggestion. And guess what? They're not taking it. But their stubbornness isn't just about ignoring commands, at least we think. It's also about their unshakable belief that they are the biggest, baddest creatures on the planet. A warrior, a lion, a 200-pound beast trapped in a tiny 5-pound body. When it comes to challenging your friend's dog, she is ready to fight. She will claim his new toy without asking, even if the toy is twice her size. And even if the big boy is gentle, sometimes it's your job to step in and save her from being swallowed in one bite. So, we're guessing you're a Chihuahua expert if you noticed all of these things long before watching this video. But wait, do you know what really hurts your Chihuahua's feelings? If you're unsure, you need to watch our first video to find out. Click somewhere on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe.